Morning class. May I request on Christine to lead us to prayer? Amen. So, good morning grade 5 Linnaeus. How are you today? Hey, good. So, before you sit down, please pick up some brush under your chair. Hey, thank you. Miss Secretary, who is absent today? None? Well, very good. All of you are present today. Please give yourself a round of applause. But first, let me remind you to our classroom rules. So, please read it, everybody. Okay, thank you. So, I remember that I gave you an assignment yesterday. Please pass it forward without having unnecessary notes. Okay, thank you. What was our lesson yesterday? Yes, it was all about literary genre, text, and elements. What lesson have you learned about it? Yes, Christine? Okay, thank you. That's right. So, before we formally start on our discussion, let's do some activity first. And I have prepared a game. It was called Stare and Guess. So all you have to do is to guess the pictures that are provided on the TV screen. So please be ready because I will call someone to answer each item. Okay? Who would like to volunteer first? Yes, Nika. Yes, the picture shows the boy is running, but that is not the thing that I want to hear. That is not the answer rather that I want to hear. Okay, Christine, what is your idea? Yes. The clue is you can use comparison words such as the like and the as. Okay, that's right. He ran like the wind. Okay. Last picture. Who wants to volunteer? Yes, Andre? Yes. She cried a river. That's correct. So, I have here a copy of the poem entitled I Am Proud to Be a Filipino by Toribia A. Mano. So, I have a question. Are you proud of being a Filipino? Yes, you should be proud of being a Filipino. So on this activity, all you have to do is to read and understand the poem because later on I will give some questions that you need to answer. Okay, get one and pass. You may start now. You only have 1 minute left. Okay, time's up. So let's answer these questions. So I want to hear from Nika. Please read it before you provide the answer. Yes, that's right. The speaker of the poem compared the blood to, yes, milk. Last number. Who would like to try? Yes, Troy. Okay, very good. The overall message of the poem is pride in being a Filipino and love for their country. So, after reading the poem, what did you feel as a Filipino? Yes, Mika? Yes, you are proud of being a Filipino and you honor more our ancestors, especially those who bravely fought for our independence. That's right. So, how does the word choice of the author contribute to the imagery and descriptions of the literary piece? Yes, Nicole? That's right. So, this the word choice of the author creates vivid images on our mind as a reader. So now, what do you think is our lesson for today? Yes, Vincent? Yes, I no. Our lesson for today is not all about the message of the book. So who would like to try? Yes, Heaven. Yes, that's correct. Our lesson for today is all about figures of speech. So our lesson is all about analyze figures of speech, the simile, metaphor, personification, hyperbole in a given text. So here are our learning objectives for today. Please read it, everybody. Okay. Later on, you will going to identify the figures of speech, which are the simile, metaphor, personification, hyperbole used in a given text, and also you will be the one to determine the meaning of the figures of speech, or you are the one who will interpret the figures of speech used in a given text, and also recognize the impact or express the importance of using appropriate figures of speech on clarity and effectiveness in a literary piece. So, who has any idea of what is figures of speech? None? Okay. So, figures of speech, please read it, everybody. Yes. So, thank you. So, figures of speech is a special tool that the authors or writers use in this or literary work to create more creative work and more interesting work. So, this figures of speech paints a picture on our mind through words. This figures of speech also makes the work of the author more creative and more interesting to the viewers. So, readers rather. So, the readers will not be bored on reading. So, what are the types of the figures of speech? What do you think are the types of the figures of speech? Yes, Mika? Yes, simile, metaphor, hyperbole, and personification. So first, we will discuss about the simile. Please read it, Joanna. Okay, thank you. So simile compares two things using the comparison words like or as. So now that you know the definition of the simile, can you please give me an example of a sentence that has a simile? Yes, Nika. Yes. The girl is like a lion when she is mad. So what are the two things that you compare on that sentence? The girl and the lion. So what comparison word did you use on that sentence? Yes, the light. So now I want you also to formulate a sentence that has a comparison word as. Yes, Troy. Okay, good. Her smile bright as the stars. So what are the two things that you compared on that sentence? The smile and the stars. So what comparison word did you use on that sentence? The as. So I have here an example of the poem that has a simile on it. So, as you can observe, the second line and the fourth line has circle. So, that circles, it presents the simile on the two things that are compared on the sentence, and the swing is compared to the monkey using the comparison word like. And in the fourth line, as you observe, that the mud and the apricot are the phrases that that are circled on this line because these are the two things that are compared on this line by the help of the comparison word line. Understood? Okay, the next one please. Who would like to read the definition of the personification? Yes, Grisha. Okay, thank you. So the personification is the you are applying the human traits to the non-human objects. So what do you think are the non-human objects? I said that do not answer me in chorus. Please raise the hand. Okay, Nixan, what is your answer? Yes, the non-human objects are the things that are not humans. Everything that you will see on your surroundings that are not humans are not human objects. So, now that you have, that I gave you the definition of personification, this can you formulate or can you make a sentence that has a personification of it? Yes. So, yes, Andre. Okay. So, the cow shouts at the fly on his back. So, what is the personification of that sentence? The cow shouts. Okay, that's right. So shouting is a human trait that is used on the cow. Can cow shout? No. So, it is a personification. So I have here an example of a personification on a stanza. So as you observe that the circled phrase on this is the cow jump. Can cow jump? No. So it is a personification. And the next one is the little dog laugh. Can dog laugh? No also. So it is the personification on this line. And the last one is the dish ran away with the spoon. So, the dish can run away with spoon? No, because running is a human trait. So, this is a personification. So, do you have questions or clarifications? If none, we will proceed to the activity. Okay, none. So I want on this the next activity, I want you to group yourselves into 4 and please prepare a 1 whole sheet of paper. So on this activity, you should read and identify the figures of speech which are the simile, metaphor, personification, hyperbole, and that are used in the given text. You should find at least one line that incorporates a figure of speech. You should underline the figure of speech used and write your interpretation on it. Follow this format and answer it on a 1 whole sheet of paper. So, you can take a picture on it. Okay, yes. And this will be your scoring rubric for your activity. Okay, you may start now. You only have 1 minute left. Time's up. Please pass it forward because I will be the one to check it. Okay, thank you. So, which figure of speech do you think is the most effective in conveying the author's literary piece? Yes, Trisha. Okay, so for you, the personification is the most effective figure of speech that can be used in a literary piece because, yes, it will make you more interested to read a story because the author applies a human traits on a non-human objects. Okay, thank you. So, how does the appropriate usage of figure of speech help with clarity and effectiveness in the literary piece? Okay, that's right. Yes, thank you, Joanna. So, it helps it helps to create a vivid images on our mind. So now I have here an exercise sheet that you need to answer on 10 minutes. So please get one and pass. Okay. You may start now. You only have 1 minute left and time is up. So, can you please answer it, Heaven? Please read it first before you will provide the answer. Yes, that's right. It is figure of speech. Number 10, who would like to volunteer? Yes, Andre. Okay, the answer is letter C. The rain fell like tears from the sky is the simile on the given choices. For your assignment, you should research a poem that represents the 4 types of figure of speech, which are the simile, metaphor, personification, hyperbole, and you should print it and put an underline on a line that is a simile, a circle on a line that is a metaphor, a box on a line that is personification, and a parenthesis on a hyperbole. You should submit it before our class tomorrow. So, first, please take a picture on it, but for those who don't have any gadget, don't worry because I will send it to our group chat. Okay, do you have any questions or clarifications, class? None. So did you learn something today? Okay, thank you. Goodbye, class.